Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's how it always starts. But then later there's running and screaming.
The world's just changed so radically, and we're all running to catch up. How can we possibly have the slightest idea what to expect? The best intentions. Some of the worst things imaginable have been done with the best intentions.
Dr. Malcolm, here to share a few campfire stories with my uncle.
You can convince the Washington Post and the Skeptical Inquirer of whatever you want. But I was there, I know what happened, and so do you.
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should.
Hello, welcome to the September issue of Jurassic Minutes, where we discuss recent movie, toy, and franchise news for the Jurassic series. I'm Brad.
I'm Dave.
And here we are. We're a week late. We took a week off. Sue us. We're back to discuss some of the news from September. There's not a lot. Not a lot at all. There will be a little bit of a spoiler discussion at the end of the episode, but we'll make you full aware when that's going to begin with some new toy leaks. Before we get to that, David, there might not be a lot of news coming in, but there are new figures coming into our collections, and you've got another good haul for the month.
I did, yes. The stuff is finally starting to drop, so some of the things that I've been ordering are finally here. One of them being the Mattel Creations. Basically, they call it Ray Arnold's final scene, but it's basically the scripted death scene that we never actually got in the movie. And hold on, let me pull it over here real quick. And people who listen to the show, they know that I'm not really a big keep it in the box kind of collector, but this one is definitely.
Yeah, power back on the entire park.
Nice.
So yeah, it's got like 4 different sayings. It's completely randomized. I actually put a video out on YouTube. I'll share that with the on the Facebook page when this minute comes out. But yeah, it's got hold on to your butts. 3 minutes gonna have the whole park on. How many lines? What is it? The 2 million lines of code.
I never knew it made sounds. That's new. I don't
Yeah, and then the raptor snarls after each saying. So
okay.
That's fun too.
I don't even think that was in the official toy release, because I can't recall talking about that at all. The fact that
No,
it's got
I
noises.
don't remember anybody mentioning that it would be electronic and have quotes. So this is really cool.
Man, that's awesome.
And the way that it's set up, I'm gonna open it again. So
Theoretically, yes, but we've never shut down the entire system before. It may not come back on at all.
And it's good, clear audio too. It's not the old audio that muffled and can't really understand.
Yeah.
You question whether it is actually Sam Neill, Steve Jackson, or if it's I'm off today, Sam Jackson, or if it's just a voiceover of someone else. But
oh yeah, this is definitely him, and yeah, like the sound is loud and clear. You can hear it very well, and the way it's set up, it's got like the control box, and they're all standing on like a kind of the metal grating floor, and the way the front of the box opens, it continues that metal grating pattern, and then you have the raptor partially obscured by a cardboard print on fencing.
nice.
So yeah, this is really cool. I do not regret having that in the slightest. It is probably one of the very rare times I am definitely keeping it in the box.
Well, now I know that it's got the sounds effects and that, I might be more inclined to pay that little bit more for Evil Bay prices or something, just to get one for myself.
Yeah, if you can find one, definitely pick one up, because this thing is worth every penny.
Nice. I'll be looking.
And speaking of things worth every penny, the Apatosaurus, the Target Legacy Collection one, came in, and she is huge. I'm like, she is the length of my entire desk. It's like, I mean, I swear she's got to be at least around 40 inches long.
They're at the point where they could just be lawn ornaments or something. They're that big.
Pretty much. I mean, she is I wouldn't say she puts the Brachiosaurus to shame because height-wise, the Brachiosaurus still has quite a leg up on the Apatosaurus, but just lengthwise, it's got to be almost twice as long the Apatosaurus. As the Brachiosaurus. Not when the head's like swiveled downward, but just like the body and tail section.
Yeah. And that's the nature of the different aesthetics of the animal, I suppose.
Yeah.
one being longer and one being higher, so.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to put it somewhere now.
And then this one is actually finding a spot for it. I still am not quite sure. I've got it just sitting on a shelf in my closet for now. But yeah, there's other things coming next year that we'll talk about in the spoiler section of this Minutes review that I'm not quite sure where those are going yet, but they're definitely getting bought.
Hey, I've seen a few go with the on top of a bookshelf or something. If your bookshelf doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, just where it can hang off either side of the bookshelf or something. That might be the best bet.
Unfortunately for me, I've already gone that route with other things, so finding a spot for it on a bookshelf will be difficult because, I've got maybe my desk, but I don't want it to obscure or kind of minimize my Bull T-Rex maquette. But then I also have a Hogwarts statue on my one bookshelf that has all my Harry Potter and fantasy books. Then I got a Lego pirate ship on my other bookshelf. And so yeah, I'm want for a collection room.
Oh, go back to 2015 when Jurassic World was coming out. We had the Hasbro figures on shelves and bit iffy on them. Tell us back then that in a few years' time we're going to have nearly the entire original Jurassic Park cast in Amber Collection. We're going to have 2 massive sauropods, super colossal T-Rex, 8 smaller T-Rex of different varying colours,
and more coming.
Yeah, we would have just that's complete bullcrap.
And not only that, but ones that are so accurate they use the ILM movie files.
Yeah, and that's not even to mention the Explorer set and the Jeeps as well. So yeah, that's the problem now. We've had it so good for so long. We've just had our vintage stuff, and that hasn't really grown a lot, and it's had its spot. But now we need that extra bedroom house to put this stuff in.
And then this one is actually a late, just today it came, or just this evening. I was eating dinner when the doorbell rang. The Ember Collection Muldoon. So yeah, that one, we've talked about it before. It doesn't come with the Spaz 12, but I've been seeing fans grabbing in-scale versions on eBay. I found one, but shipping it from Australia would have cost as much as the Amber Collection figure itself, and I'm just not willing. Yeah, for one firearm, I'm not willing to pay that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm having the same problem. The opposite way of trying to get an Explorer set. I found them for as low as $60 or $70 US, but it cost about $120 just to ship them here. So, and it's something as small as the Spaz 12. You'd think that'd be just a padded envelope and off it goes, but. Madness.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm not quite understanding what's so expensive about it when it's essentially all it would need is just, like you said, a padded envelope and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's weird. I might send me a link to that. I might see if I can get it locally and ship it for cheaper.
All right, sure.
Yeah, we'll see if we can work around that. That might be just someone wanting to get the extra money on top of what the cost is, just to sell some stuff. We'll see. Yeah, a couple of days ago, I got a link. I got sent a link that Muldoon had arrived on Amazon Australia, so I've picked it up as well. It won't be here until December though. I don't think, with the way the postage system is.
Mine said it wouldn't be here till towards the end of the month, but then yesterday it said, "Hey, it's shipped. It's going to be here today."
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah,
it is a great looking figure.
Is the head sculpt is definitely there. It looks very much like Bob Peck. The clothes are all there. It's got the midsection articulation at the like chest to stomach area. His watch even has time on it. It says it's about 11:15 on his watch.
Just before lunch. That's about when he meets the crew at the raptor pen.
Yeah, actually.
Very good. And the colours all look much like they do. We've seen in the box. They don't look like they did in the production photos.
Yeah. The colors are all definitely very, very true to how it's supposed to look. Then you got like the knee socks, the overly muscular kneecaps, the shorts that are inappropriately short.
Fantastic. I was in my local Target last week, and there was still 4 or 5 of the Nedry and Dilophosaur sets in there on clearance, so I purchased another one just to help them get off the shelf. So hopefully they get replaced with the Explorer. I was in there yesterday and it wasn't there, but we're told the 1st of October it was getting put on shelves here, and it hasn't arrived yet, so we don't know what's going on there, but just waiting for that Explorer. Hopefully next month.
Hopefully,
fingers crossed. Anything else that's come in, or are you ready to get into some news?
No, that's all that I've gotten this month so far.
Right. Anything pre-ordered, wish list coming? We're getting close to Christmas, so is anything that's some money's getting put aside to pick up something for Christmas?
Well, not Jurassic related, but I actually had no idea what I wanted for Christmas, and then bam, Lego decided for me. They came out with a new $600 Titanic that's like 4 feet long.
Oh, wow. I've not seen that yet. I've got to look that up after this. Wow.
Yes. I'm immensely wanting. And that might like end up being my only Christmas gift, because that is so insanely expensive.
It seems to be the common thread going forward these last couple of years. I'll just buy one really big thing, or one really expensive thing, and not buying anything else, and use Christmas to justify it.
Well, that's what it kind of was last Christmas for me, too. It was just like, I want a 4K TV, and that's really all I want. And so that's pretty much all I got, besides that and the 4K Jurassic Park set that I wanted.
Nice.
It's okay. Look, see that? It's on. It worked.
Wait a minute, what do you mean it worked? Everything's still off.
Well, maybe the shutdown tripped the circuit breakers. All we have to do is turn them back on, reboot a few systems in here, telephones, security doors, a half dozen others, but it worked. System's ready.
Where are the breakers?
Maintenance shed, the other end of the compound. 3 minutes, I can have power back on the entire park.
All right. As I said earlier, there is not a lot of news for this month of September. First up, we have the news that there's going to be a new Jurassic World game coming titled Primal Ops. Not a lot of information about it. It doesn't seem to be a mobile game for once.
Which is nice.
Yeah. In this world of the Jurassic franchise being as big as it is, bringing as much money as it is, the fact that we're still only getting mobile games, and even Evolution and Evolution 2, your park builders, we really need something else in this spot as well, and hopefully this is it. But yeah, not a lot here on what this could be. A lot of speculation, and that was released at the start of the month, so there hasn't been any news since of what Primal Ops can be. But yeah, fingers crossed it's not a another version of a park builder or something. Although with that name, It sounds like it might be first person or something. Go in, get some DNA, and get out a Nublar or something.
Well, a first-person shooter would be... We haven't had that since Trespasser, I don't think. So that would be nice to finally get that. I mean, I know that Universal's not big on us, like, shooting the dinosaurs, but at the same time, we are kind of want for that kind of game. Yeah. You know? It's been a long time.
And you don't have to shoot. You can evade. you might have tranquilizer rifles or something to just immobilize and not kill.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, even that would be more than sufficient.
Yeah. Using a herd of herbivores to hide from a predator. Some just small things like that you could get around that killing dinosaur thing, but it was okay for him in '97. So I don't know what the change is now, but yeah.
I think the change now is that one of the faces of the franchise being a dinosaur, blue.
Yeah, true.
I hate computers.
Feelings mutual.
Up next, David, have you collected any of the Funko Pops for Jurassic Park or Jurassic World? I think we got an Owen.
I've got the Ian Malcolm that has the misprint, so it's Ian Malcolm.
Oh, yes, I got that out of, just a curiosity piece. That's the only one I've got.
And then I got the Alan Grant.
Oh, I lie. I also got the Nedry and Dilophosaur, just because it's got the spit on his face.
No, that one I never got.
Yeah, I would have liked to get the Ellie and Jeep, which there's a bit of a controversy over that from memory. It was announced, then it didn't arrive, and then I think it's finally getting out now in some places. I don't know what happened there, I can't recall, but news of the day is we're getting a Mr. DNA Funko Pop, which sort of course, being the body shape of the DNA sequence design, he's not sort of the same build as other Funkos, so you do have that sort of squarish head, and then just the coloured balls. I'm guessing there's some sort of stand that he'd go on as well, so he can... Oh yeah, there it is, clear stand that he can stay upright.
Yeah, I'm not digging it. Sorry. It's just so...
It's weird they've gone for sort of the clear plastic square head just to put the eyes, the eyebrows, and the mouth on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's supposed to be his tongue. It looks like he's got lipstick on the top and bottom.
It's weird, yeah.
The eyebrows are bigger. That's something different. That pre-order's up. I'm guessing it'd be Entertainment Earth. Where are we? Wherever you get your pops from, this thing will be there. I'm sure there'll be lots and lots of them made. Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of it either.
Hang on, this is going to be bad.
Lastly, yeah, that's it. Lastly, I thought I'd post up. I've got some photos here from Facebook from Jurassic Park dioramas on Facebook. Peter Hoy, I'll say. Sorry if I mispronounced that last name, but he's been doing some fantastic stuff diorama-wise, and he's got one here with Nedry on the waterfall, the Jeep, the Dilophosaur, and the winch, and those water effects cascading down the rocks there. There's a whole gallery on his Facebook page. He's been doing a lot of stuff, and it's fantastic. Great looking art.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these. He does do a good job.
Yeah, but that's it for news for September. As I said, there's not a lot to discuss. We haven't really got much movie stuff to discuss either, apart from some interviews. Like BD Wong's been out there talking about Dominion again. It's just all the leaks and everything. It's a shame that if we hadn't had COVID, Dominion would be long since over by now and would be still breaking it down, discussing it, criticising it, loving it, whatever outcome we're going to have next year. So we do have some toy leaks that have come out.
Yes, these are exciting.
They are Dominion specific. If you don't want to know anything about Dominion, more so what animals may or may not be in it, and that sort of thing, thanks for listening. Switch off now. We'll have a minute 102 of the Jurassic World Minute coming up later on in the week, and we'll keep on going. We're on the final march towards those end credits and the final battle. I
can't believe how far we are already.
Yeah, yep. We projected end of October, the first week in November, I think, is when we're going to be just about those end credits. So we do not have a lot of time left for Jurassic World.
Pipettes? Look, stick. See a stick? Yeah, look, stick. Stick, stupid. That's a stick, boy. Look at this. Yes. You like a stick? You want to get it? And no wonder you're extinct. I'm going to run you over when I come back down.
But for those that do want to stay behind and talk and discuss some toy leaks, we're about to do it, so be warned. I suppose if we knew where these leaks were, they'd probably be taken down by now, wouldn't they? Where they'd come from.
Well, they seem to come from a site from China, and China just doesn't really listen to anybody. So even if they did ask them to take it down, I doubt they would.
Yeah. So we've got there's some different slides here. They're different to what we've had in the past with sort of your grey prototype slides. Someone's taken a photo from within a crowd or something up at a projection on a wall or something. These seem to be product slides in Chinese, as you mentioned before, must be from China. Most of it's just product information. There's no real plot, well, there's zero plot information in any of these slides for Dominion itself, but we do get a good look at some of the figures coming out and some of the dinosaur designs. And first up, we'll have a look at Giga itself. I'm not going to go he or she because we don't know yet. We're getting a super colossal Gigasaurus.
Giant dino, they call it. So.
Yes. A metre long, unique details, decorations. It seems like it's going to have the ability to eat your smaller dinosaurs and then have them come out the bottom chute, much like the Tyrannosaur. Did you get the Indominus?
I never did. No, I've been have to be very selective because of the space issue. So
did you get Toro?
I didn't get Toro either. No, I would like to get the Indominus, but again, space.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that ability to eat then retrieve from the nether regions is a common thing with the super colossal. Because I've only got the T-Rex, and I know it does it, but yeah. Anyway, we'll find out when we get this because we're both after this. This looks fantastic. Seemingly they've gone off the CG renders or models for the Giga. I'm hoping if the animatronic looks this good as well, I'll be really excited to see it in the film.
Well, the interesting thing is that the scaling shot they have here has a bit of a kind of a sandyish brown color like the animatronic does, but the main image here, the figure, has a slightly different coloration. Is more of a kind of like almost like a gray with like a slight mint green tinge to it.
Yep.
And it's weird. It's just weird because the sculpt and the details look like it's pulled right from the ILM, like it was 3D printed right out of the movie. So I'm not sure which one we're getting. If one is going to be maybe the browner one is Biosyn's and the grayer one is the actual dinosaur from the Cretaceous, or what?
Well, we talked before about Muldoon being different coloured between production and in box.
True.
This is still early. It's saying here spring 2022, so you're just going into fall. Fall now, aren't you?
Yeah, we're just going into fall, so this will be probably slated, I assume, for spring season next year is when we're going to start getting toys.
Yeah, so April-ish next year. So a lot of things can change between now and then, and I do reckon it'll be more movie accurate in colouring than what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
And a common theme with all the new Dominion stuff, it seems, is going to be... I'll go to the next one. Some form of DNA chip somewhere, I'm guessing, on the foot that's going to interact with ARG. I don't remember what that's called now. Augmented reality app for Jurassic World Dominion, which we'll get to in a minute as well. Anything else on Giga?
No, I think we're good.
Yep, definitely a pickup for both of us.
Yeah.
Moving on next, you're going to have to help me with the name. The I know it starts with Q, the flying.
Oh, all right. I see which one you're on. The Quetzalcoatlus,
Yep.
which I know a friend of mine, he's very excited for that one.
Mm-hmm. And the
it
green...
looks like it's a slight retool of the one they've already released, but I've not done an actual comparison.
Yeah, looks like the wings fold back too. I'm guessing that's for packaging.
Yeah.
It's probably going to have a decent wingspan.
Well, it's a very large. I think it might, in fact, be the largest pterosaur we know of.
Again, thank you, Mattel, for taking up all our space. It seems like there's going to be 3 waves of this sized figure throughout the year with 4 separate characters. Not quite sure how that works. There must be a couple of repaints in there as well. The green one below it with the pompadour pelvis. Elvis, what's that one?
And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right. I think it's Untitled.
The problem is we can't post these photos up in the Facebook, so no one's going to actually see what we're talking about until this gets officially released. But again, 36 centimeters long. Convert that into inches, if you will. 12, 13, about 14 inches long. Oh, it says it right there, 1401 inches. Read the damn text. They've got to grab onto the tail and swing it back and forth, and there's a button to control the mouth and open on the back. So again, more of this different playability we're seeing in a lot of these figures. They're just different ways of articulating the figure and having it being able to move around. Once again, it's got the DNA chip in it. It's for the Jurassic World Facts app. You can scan the QR code and you can look up dinosaur knowledge or play an augmented reality game. So
yeah, that's going to be the new thing with the Jurassic Facts app. Is they're not going to be putting the scan code on the bottom of the foot, but in like a little insertable kind of chip area.
Yep.
Which I kind of wonder if that will have something to do with the movie, or if it's going to just be, or if that's just Mattel's new gimmick. Like if there's going to be chipped dinosaurs in the movie.
Yeah. Well, we had it with Jurassic World, where you had the thing on the bottom of the foot you could scan in and get the characters for that. Was it that same fact?
I believe it's the same app, yeah. I'm expecting there's probably going to be an update to it for the augmented reality portion.
Yep. The third slide here, I'm just going to call this thing Wolverine, because it's got some...
Oh, the Therizinosaurus. Yes, this one has been long anticipated because there was a prototype shown, but apparently never released a couple years back, and it was honestly really fugly, so I'm glad they've gone back and gone with this design, which I presume is going to be how it looks in the movie.
Again, I'm hoping there's some more colour missing from this, because it just looks like it's got prototype grey feet.
Yeah.
Bottom of the neck and that.
It might, though, be at the same time, because it does appear that the animal in the movie is going to be feathered. So the feet might not actually be feathered in the movie, so it'll kind of have that bird feather patterning.
Yep.
Where the feet are bare, or they're just bare scales.
Yep. Again, all these slides are in Chinese, ? Mandarin. I was able to use after 6 attempts at 6 different translation apps, all wanting $6, $7, $8 a month subscriptions. Ooh. Yuck. I don't know, if I paid $5 for one, and I've got it, then I probably would have, and yes, I probably could have just paid for a month and then just not subscribed again, but this is the only time I've sort of needed to use a translation app. And of course, translating from Chinese to English, there's going to be some stuff lost in translation, but it does say Jurassic World character ! So it's pretty much guaranteed this animal's going to be in Dominion. Same as before, grab the tail, swing it back and forth, activates the playability in the head and the front arms, and you've got a button on the top of its back middle to activate lunging chop.
I assume it's going to have sound, possibly as well, because it looks like there's a sound icon.
It does say here sound effects to attack. So
Yeah.
Mouth open, sound effects to attack. So.
I wonder what it's going to sound like if they'll just reuse Indominus or Indoraptor like they did for the one of the electric herbivores. I think it was the Sinoceratops or something. Or if they're going to actually have the movie sounds, you know.
Well, because these are new air quotes characters, animals, you'd think that that's the only way you could do it is have audio ripped from the movie. If they've got the CG models or animatronic models or concepts to model the animals off to begin with. Hopefully.
Because they joked that they're going to have stock Godzilla sounds like the Red Rex did.
Oh, no. Let's find the photos. Yes. There's a... I don't know what it is. There's some of that little semi-bobblehead stuff as well. That's not a Pachyrhinosaurus. It's an exclusive species. We're going to the one with the Pachycephalosaurus on it, and I'm guessing it's the one of the...
Shoot, what is that? I heard what it's called.
While you're thinking on that, it looks like we're getting
Cosmoceratops, that's it.
Cosmoceratops? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the box down there, sort of.
I look at the box to remember.
So we're getting that. It's here listed as an exclusive species, so it might be a one in the box with all the others. We're getting a new Pachycephalosaurus, which almost looks like it has the ram head action. I didn't do a translate on this, so I'm not quite sure.
It does. I think it does look like it has the ram head action. It looks like they are doing a better version of the Lost World deco paint on there than the last figure. So it looks much more intricate.
Hang on, I've got the apnea. No text found. This is gonna. Rightio, we've got free joints can be moved, car building, war, tailoring, special, gender difference, vertical expansion. Again, translations are fun. Characters are common to the hit, which is specially suited for the article women's wear. That's not right. I don't know why it says women's wear. Vertical expansion, I'm guessing that means the head does extend out and not something R-rated. I do like the colours on it. It does look very similar to that Pachycephalosaurus from Lost World, but it's going to be in scale where that one was not. It was a big figure that didn't really suit the rest of the animals. And I'm guessing that's an Apatosaurus in the red with some stripes on its leg.
I thought it was supposed to be the just another random raptor repaint, but now that you say that, yeah, it could be a Triceratops. I didn't think about that.
Just as like it's got the higher ridges above the eyes, it seems.
Yeah.
I'm probably sure it's still the same body, tail, and maybe claws, hands as well. Just again, they've done a little bit of a head change on the sculpt. Yeah. What else we got here? Why won't that move done? Alright, next one. Another Triceratops. Another Ankylosaurus. Red one, which I suppose is more of the Jurassic Park 3 coloration on that.
This mystery one, though, that one, nobody's been quite sure what it is exactly. I think it's been guessed to maybe be Rugops, because that's what part of the Indominus was.
Weird again with the translations. Apparently there's, if you press the dinosaur's arm, telescopic tail, I'm guessing that's for the ankylosaur. You can move its front leg and its tail swings.
I think that's the action feature they have for it now.
Yeah. Again, I love how these are in Chinese packaging, bring your own Chinese introduction, so basically telling the Chinese market or those selling the figures that you can put what you want there to describe the figure. But yeah, 2 interesting theropods there as well. Wonder how many carnivores we're going to get in this film, because it seems like we're getting a lot in toy form anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if all of these exactly are for Dominion. I know that this one, like, for example, the Therizinosaurus, the Dilophosaurus, possibly the Cosmoceratops, and definitely the Troceraptor.
Yep.
And the Giganotosaurus, Therizinosaurus, I mentioned Quetzalcoatlus. Those are all definitely going to be in this movie, but some of these I'm not sure.
Mm.
Some of them might just be filler for the toy line.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've seen that before too, that not everything, especially with Camp Cretaceous and that, a lot of the stuff that wasn't even anywhere near the series. We got some packaging here for that young Tyrannosaurus. I'm horrible at this. Rexy taking up prime position on the box art for it. We've got the new Jurassic World Dominion logo on there, the amber coloured logo, and sort of the playability of the figure and that code. And then we come to Rexy, another Rexy. This one.
I do want to say a couple things about the young Tyrannosaurus figure, though. This packaging is interesting by itself because it seems that it's also going to include a info booklet with it, which with information on size, where it's found, stuff like that, a little bit of art for it. So yeah, that's going to be something new and interesting, and I'm kind of hoping that that's done with some of the other dinosaurs. That'd be cool to have.
Well, we are going to touch back on it. It seems like they're doing that sort of theme with some other interactive sets in the line as well, where you're going to have information booklets in that as well. So not only are you getting the QR apps for phones or scan stuff into phone apps and that, you're also getting the physical stuff. Maybe for people that don't have the phones, especially children.
And I also noticed that on the packaging, and I know it says China localized packaging on the top, but I'm going to assume that this motif here that they have going is going to be the kind of main motif for all the packaging. Looks like that scene from the teaser clip we got in front of F9 is going to be featured prominently on the packaging with the helicopter and the some kind of vehicle chasing after Rexy.
I thought that was some sort of gates. I'm thinking, no, we're not. What is
that?
An idea?
It's a helicopter with a spotlight.
Yeah, I can see that now that you mention it. Yep, another vehicle under it with the headlights and not a fire.
So I'm wondering, and I think I remember seeing Helicopter Pilot as one of the leaked toy titles. I can't remember if the character Kayla is the helicopter pilot, or if there was a different character.
Well, that's that's that photo we're seeing of Chris Pratt standing in front of that dark, disturbing jungle with the lady in leather boots and that beside, and that's been quoted as the helicopter pilot there as well.
So then, yeah, I think maybe something happens where she crashes out there chasing after Rexy. She might be like a animal control unit or whatever unit is chasing after the escaped dinosaurs. But I'm wondering if we are probably going to get a helicopter as a vehicle for this line.
Oh, that'd be good. Apart from Lego and Matchbox, we haven't had a helicopter since the original Captacopter in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I think. Which was one of my original toys, and I love that thing so much, even though it's horribly out of canon. Yeah, as you said, with the box art itself, I can see that staying on the Chinese with the dinosaur name that I can see going for international release, but I reckon the box art's pretty much going to be spot on to that. With those instructions and that for it, which would be interesting. All right, ready to get into Tyrannosaur.
Yes.
Mattel have given us another Tyrannosaur that we must have, measuring 54.5 centimeters long. It doesn't say inches here anywhere. I apologise for that. Looking at the translation briefly, Jurassic World Star, New King Dragon, about 55 centimeters long. So that's just what they're using to describe it. Again, press down the back and the mouth opens to create a different sound. So this has got electronics. And it says here, quick bite from their prey, swallow it in one mouthful. So I'm guessing this you can also eat smaller figures with as well.
Yeah, this one is kind of like a hybrid of the Destroy and Devour and the Thrash and Throw. So this one I think is kind of have some intense playability features to it.
As long as
and I love the darker coloration that they have.
Yes, looking at the the translation here, ready body for filmmaking. Be careful. February day. I don't think it's a meter. Okay, sold separately. Launch and attack. It sounds like this is going to be a little bit more poseable than the ones we have before with actual knee joints. And that as well. I can't really see that from the image, but it'd be good if we get a little bit more articulation out of our Tyrannosaurs instead of all having the same.
I do know that the Camp Cretaceous one that they just came out with has the actual knee joints because they can stomp and stuff.
Yeah, yep. And as I said before, like the colours look fantastic on this. I love how we're not just getting the same colour. We're getting the several different coloured Tyrannosaurs. We've got the seven rules of sauna already now. But, yeah, this is going to be another buy. I need this.
Oh, definitely.
Going back. Anything else on Rexy?
Yeah, there's actually also going to be a Super Colossal scale one. So we're going to get the same Super Colossal, but it's in this new darker shade.
Yeah, that's why it's saying there it can eat the smaller figures. It's not the 55 centimeter one that's going to be able to eat figures. It's a bigger one.
Yeah.
Do we think there's going to be more than one Tyrannosaur in this film?
I'm not sure. I always kind of assumed it was just going to be Rexy, just because for Universal she is generally the star. So I'm not sure if they would have a competing T-Rex as the star. But at the same time, in the course of the movie, she is getting pretty old. So it would make sense if Universal tried to set up a new one. You know,
we've discussed before too how much front and center Blue is. Same thing, we can't kill Blue yet. Maybe from leaks we're going to have the Atrociraptors going up against her as well. So that's her nemesis of the film, if you will, where the humans have dogs and whoever else, and maybe, well, we know Tyrannosaur's going to have a rematch against Giga anyway. So we'll see. I'd love to see just a couple of alterations and have a couple more Tyrannosaurs. Moving on, we got some more of those little figures, Dilophosaur, so we know it's coming back. Interesting in more of that redder Lockwood Manor colouring. It's sort of a bit of speculation at the moment if we're going to get more of those, that variety of Dilophosaur, as well as the Jurassic Park original coloured one as well.
If Biosyn is trying to create their own dinosaurs, I wonder if that would be one of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. I just need to bring this photo back up on my phone. Lastly, moving on to something a little bit different as well. We're getting a Giga, a Blue, a Tyrannosaur, and a Carnotaurus. Seems to be a non-posable figure. but you can actually pull the entire top section of it off to reveal the skeleton underneath, so you get to see that bone structure, and that again comes with a little booklet, info booklet. It's built to be fun, understanding the dinosaur structure, curiosity and explore the split, including dinosaur introduction book, teaching in music. So there may be some sounds here as well, or it's just the translation's wrong. A good little fun thing, again, they're, what's that, 6 inches, 7 inches long, so small representations. Not so much chibi, but almost infant-looking animals as well.
Yeah, they are. They got the big heads. Got the Giganoto, Blue, Rexy, and the Carnotaurus, which, interestingly, is the demon Carno from the end of Fallen Kingdom. So I think that one's going to end up getting a lot more screen time this movie.
Fingers crossed. I loved it coming into Fallen Kingdom. A couple more photos here. They're really blurry and hard to see, but it looks like we're getting some smaller figures with possibly a fence playset.
We'll see if that actually comes out. We haven't really seen much in the way of playsets from Mattel.
Yeah, and we say playset, but it's like a fence that you can sort of put it in a ring and have these little animals interact with it. So hardly air quotes playset like we've had before. There seems to be some sort of truck with a crane on it, maybe some sort of capture vehicle. Sort of a sandy colour, which we know those Bison Jeeps were that similar colour as well. So maybe a Bison vehicle there. Yeah. It sort of looks play schooly, unfortunately.
It does. Well, above that, it looks like we got some kind of Rock'em Sock'em Raptors.
Interesting. We had it before too with some of the little bobblehead stuff where some of the images are still blacked out. Obviously, there's some stuff here they still don't want people to see. But
I'm assuming that the other one's going to end up being the Atrociraptor, you know?
Yeah. Same here. You got Rock and Sock and Blue, and then the opposite Raptor. Even though it's a direct mirror image of Blue, it's blacked out as well. So yeah. And then finally, there's just a little what do you call that? Screenshot. Slide of that AR augmented reality game where you scan the chip, which looks like a little mobile phone SIM card that goes in above the hips. Scan that, and you get to have pretty much your figures come alive. Heat detection there, infrared, some sort of immersive AR experience. So interested to see what that is as we get closer.
I can't remember. Did you mention the Pyroraptor? I swore I sent that to you. The red raptor?
No.
Oh.
No, that wasn't with those slides. The only raptor here is that one we thought was the Atrociraptor with the Pachycephalosaurus.
Oh, here, let me send that to you real quick then.
Oh, is that at the top of the one with the fence at the bottom?
No. I just sent it to you. I thought I'd sent that.
Oh yeah, you did, sorry. Yep. We breezed over that. I'll just fire the app up if you want to discuss it.
Sure.
So we got one more here. What'd you say? What was the Fire Raptor?
Yeah, this is going to be the Pyroraptor, which has been long awaited to find the design for. This one I'm not believing to be the final design because it's just it's like a little chibi Roboraptor with the Pyroraptor deco. And you see here that it's mostly orange, it's mostly red, orange, and like a kind of charcoal gray. And it looks like it switches between like attack modes where it has red eyes and roars to like a docile mode where it has green eyes and purrs. I'm not actually sure if that's going to be a thing in the movie yet, but I do know that this one's for the movie. which is kind of weird because there's something in the corner here that says TV fall. And I'm kind of wondering if they're going to introduce that in Camp Cretaceous here.
Yeah, well, this line's called Uncaged, going off the translation. I don't know why it can open 4 game modes, unless that's again with the app. Mouth opens and closes. Head articulates forward back and can turn 90 degrees.
Looks like it's voice responsive because I can't read the characters, but it does say no in quotes, so I'm assuming that it's voice reactive where you say no, it turns peaceful or something.
Yeah, well, it says make a no reaction and a word I can't even pronounce. But yeah, it does show a hand on top of it and it's purring, and then another shot of it roaring as well, so it might be like one of those interactive sort of, I'm not going to say Furby, but Furby-esque sort of thing, maybe.
Basically, yeah.
But fantastic colour on it, just the way they've painted the feathers. You've got some of those oranges, light oranges, darker oranges, more browns. This is going to look fantastic on screen. I hope we know there's an animatronic of it. Cannot wait to see that. 54 centimetres long, so it's pretty big.
Yeah, the scaling here, it doesn't show a scale with a person, but it shows a hand in the drawing. And the head is about the size of a hand, so yeah.
Yeah, 54 centimetres long, 18 centimetres tall, deep, wide, maybe, at the shoulders, and 26 centimetres high. So it's nearly the same size as what that Tyrannosaur is going to be, and probably what most of the fresh and fro on those Tyrannosaurs have been as well. So for as air quotes sort of chibi as it is design-wise, it's going to be fairly big. So didn't we got some blues that were interactive like that, didn't we, for Jurassic for Fallen Kingdom?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so maybe they're just reskinning those into the new Raptor.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a hard plastic sculpt, so.
That might be another one to keep an eye out for. But I think, just going back and double checking now, I think that's the end of the slides. Interesting, as I said before, fall, if that's going to be coming out around trailer time for Thanksgiving, maybe. With the film being delayed, they're going to start ramping up marketing soon, and I know the trailers are going to end up showing a lot of the animals that are in the film. I'm sure we're going to see the Pyroraptor in the trailer as well, especially if its toys are going to be coming out early. I don't need a Suicide Squad style dinosaur introduction for each of the dinosaurs going to be in it, but I'd love just to get out and say, right, here's Giga and some information about it and all that sort of thing. And just sort of get introduced to the animals before they get leaked in the trailer or shown in the trailer or in the film.
At the same time, no, I don't need a dino profile for every one of them. Do I want one? Yes.
I'm just trying to think back. You've got most of those hardcover books that come out with the dinosaur information stuff in them for Jurassic. I'm just wondering if that sort of stuff was marketing before or after the release of the film. So I'm thinking to the even the Lost World marketing site it only had the Jurassic era dinosaurs on it. Didn't have anything new for the Lost World on it, so there was nothing spoiled there either. I suppose really it was only Fallen Kingdom when we started getting designs on all the paper plates, the party stuff and that before the film, where we started to see what was in the film and getting spoiled on the Indominus. I think that's it for Toy League spoilers.
Yeah.
Anything else on that before we get heavy?
No, I think we're good.